Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman, joined tonight by my co-host, Derek.
What's up, y'all?
We are here to review AEW Dynamite for March 24th, 2021. We're going to review everything that happened in the show, so if you guys have thoughts, comments, leave them down below. Hit us up in the chat. And right now, we're going to have to get into our intro by our boy, Montezi. So make sure you guys check it out and get ready for a review.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. All right. We are here with the AEW Dynamite review, guys. Really excited to bring it to you guys here tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to go over. But first, I got to give a big shout out to our good friends at Everything College Basketball. We got March Madness happening right now. So if you guys are into college basketball, make sure you guys check out Josh, Peyton Burton, Tyler Cook, the whole crew over there. Wonderful. They have a Facebook group and they have a podcast that they do each and every single week. So if you are into basketball, check out Everything College Basketball. Lots of fun. My team's out right now, so I can't really.
Most of everybody's team is out.
Yeah, well, Carolina Duke fans over here, so whatever. But we're here to talk about AEW Dynamite for tonight. I don't know. What overall thoughts going into this, Derek?
I liked it. I enjoyed the show. There were a lot of surprise matches. I wasn't really expecting that to happen, but I wasn't disappointed.
It felt very weird tonight, in my opinion. Chat, you guys can give yours too. We'll give you guys your shout outs here in 1 second. But it felt like a very kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? That like ho-hum kind of show.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that.
I don't want to say going through the motions, but you're there, it's happening, but it's what it is.
Yeah, it just wasn't one of those shows where it was like
excitement.
Yeah.
Behind it.
It just did the job. It's one of those shows that did the job. Yeah,
you're not going to get that every single week from AEW. But let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that happened in between on here. First, shout out to the chat. We got Ace World, one of the mods in the chat. What's going on, Ace? What's good, brother? Thank you for joining us tonight. My man, Jesus De Leon. What's going on, Jesus? Rob is also in the chat. Another mod. Jesus, a mod as well. Terrell is in the house. What is going on here? Off topic, marijuana is about to get legalized in New York City in a few days.
Hey.
I'm not getting political. If that's your thing, cool. I mean, whatever. You do you.
Yeah.
You do you. I did not know that. I'm in a different part of New York. But if that's your thing, cool.
Yeah, 2 separate cities.
Shout out to Rob Van Dam. Heard he was going into the Hall of Fame. No pun intended. He liked one of my tweets today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Let's get into the opening contest for tonight. Kenny Omega has been everywhere from Impact Wrestling. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people may say Kenny's not the greatest promo, and with that, I'll probably agree with you. But I do think Kenny Omega has been very important in the world of pro wrestling, especially anything not WWE. He has made it a point. He's been bringing up New Japan, Impact, every place that you can imagine. Kenny Omega has been a huge factor, and he's the AEW World Champion right now.
Right.
I'm loving what is going on. Aunt Peggy in the house. What's good, Aunt Peggy? Thank you for joining us tonight. If you guys are coming in, do me a favor, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We just hit 1.37 subscribers. Crazy how, like, the other day I had 20 less than that, and people have been subscribing again, so that makes me feel good.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, dude. Anytime we can get someone to come on in, hit that subscribe button right there, definitely helps out with the channel a lot. So thank you guys to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you. And don't forget, if you guys come on in, you subscribe, name may pop up across the screen. You may get something for it. You never know. Boom. Hit you. You might hear that wonderful sound. Get the little Orange Cassidy right there. With the little weird hand that he gave to somebody before. But we appreciate you guys for doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
But back to this opening matchup here. Kenny Omega takes on Matt Sydal. Now, I found somebody, I don't know who pulled this clip. I don't know if I saw it on YouTube or if it was on Twitter. One of those two places. But I saw a clip with Kenny Omega talking about Matt Sydal is a great person he loves to wrestle with. I saw that tonight in the ring.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely... the back and forth with them was really good. Matt Sydal is not part of my big list of wrestlers that I like, but he has the potential to grow on me. Only because I haven't seen him really wrestle.
Have you ever seen him as Evan Bourne in WWE?
No.
Go back and try to watch some of that stuff from like the mid. I know it's not the greatest, but from like the mid 2010s, 2009ish.
I want to say I think the only time I saw him, unfortunately, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the only time I saw him was when he got caught with the
weed. The weed.
No, well, that, but didn't he get caught with the RKO?
Yeah, from the top. Yeah. That was dope too. Listen, Matt Sydal is great, and this is coming from someone, I was probably like the fan club leader of Air Boom, so that was my tag team with him and Kofi. Loved the team. I don't know. I like them as a team, but he's really great in the ring. So Don Callis comes out. He joins the commentary team. Why? Because he's the invisible hand, and that's what Don Callis does.
I'm tired of Don, man.
I love Don Callis. Don Callis is the perfect heel manager because you're tired of him. He's doing his job. He makes you want to punch him. He's so good at it. Now, Kenny Omega had a shoot interview, like I said. I believe it was with Title Wrestling Commentaries or something like that. Look it up on YouTube. I'm giving them all the props for it. But he talked about wanting to wrestle him and how he's just a great wrestler. Find it. It's like a 2-minute clip. I found it, and I thought it was really good insight because I didn't think about that until I saw this, and I was like, oh, that makes sense for why they want to wrestle each other tonight. Well-paced match, back and forth. I love the arm drag spots these two did. Everything was crisp, on point. They just seemed like they knew each other because they're from that same era, too.
Right. And when you have two people who come from that style of wrestling, that era, it just makes more emphasis on how much a match could really be and how much it could potentially be with all that coming into it. If you have that going for you, you have a good match on your hands.
Right.
Just how I see it.
I thought these two definitely delivered as far as putting it in there, everything all together. What they did in the ring was crisp, like I was saying. Big shout out to who just joined us. We got Malik Murray in here. Tokyo Rockstars joined us as well. And Connor McCabe. What's going on, guys? Well-paced match, back and forth, but how does it always end, Derek? One-winged angel, bro.
Yep.
Or one-winged, depending on who you are.
Can we please stop saying the one-winged angel? That is a made-up word.
Winged.
Winged is not a word. Because if you said that in English class in school, you...
Oh, here we go. Honors English over here getting high and mighty on people.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, come on, man.
Hey, Zeus said good start, he thought, for this one. One Wing Angel was it for Sydal. This was a title eliminator match. It all started with him getting that win on Dark, and I thought maybe they would give him the upset victory here, but they did it. I'm not mad at it. You can't win every number one contendership you get a chance at.
And I feel like this was a match that could have gone either way. You could have had it where Matt Sydal won. You could have had it where Matt Sydal didn't win. And obviously we got that where he didn't win. But it was set up to where it could have gone the other way. Right. And I wouldn't have been upset about that. I think I would have enjoyed that. I forget the name of that move, but that one move that Matt Sydal did was really nice.
Which one?
It was towards the end of the match. God, I can't remember the name of it.
You'll have to show me after.
Yeah.
But listen, there's gonna be more Matt Sydal to come. I didn't even know he had a brother, which we'll get into a little bit later on. But I didn't know he had Mike Sydal. So he's been like wrestling with him a little bit and stuff.
Okay.
I didn't know he had a brother, but apparently he's on there. Thank you, Terrell, for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. So after this, the announce team runs down the card, kind of gives their thoughts on everything. Cool. It's what it is. And then next up, we have a match with Adam Hangman Page taking on Cesar Bononi. If you guys remember him, he is a former NXT wrestler. He was kind of someone on the undercard. They didn't use him too much, but you would recognize him if you watched NXT every week. I think this dude's a hell of a talent. He's got a look to him, and I think with a little bit more seasoning, he could be someone who ends up being a player for them.
What was his name in NXT?
Cesar Bononi.
Oh, it was? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
I don't know if that's his real name, though.
So I wonder, I don't remember seeing him in NXT, but that was probably before I was watching NXT, right?
Right. Maybe. He wrestled still in there, though. Like I was saying, if you watched every week, you'd be like, "Oh, that's Cesar Bononi."
Okay.
But if you don't watch it all the time, you might miss it and just say he was like one of those background people for a long time.
Okay.
Similar to Tay Conti. I can't think of some other people who were in that role, but background player. This one was kind of a glorified squash match a little bit here. They let Bononi get some offense in, but honestly, this was meant to put Hangman Page over, put another W in his win column.
Yeah.
He hits the buckshot lariat for the 3 count. Page looked great here as usual.
Yeah.
Page is in a holding pattern until he can get back to Kenny Omega.
Yes.
That is the end game here.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be a great match when that finally comes to fruition. Oh, that I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat when that comes.
Right?
Because there's going to be so much pent up anger, frustration.
I wonder how they're going to tell the story. That's what I'm more interested in. Like, what's the story to how he gets back there? Because him and Kenny never really had, like, a blow-up at each other. It was just kind of like, oh, I beat you because I'm better than you.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. Yeah,
I think it'll eventually get personal. Terrell said that was a great match with Hangman. Jesus said Adam Hangman Page has been putting on a lot of good singles matches lately.
I really think he is a great singles wrestler. I think he's a great tag team wrestler, but I think I would prefer him one-on-one just because I think he gets more of his moveset off better than he would in a tag team match.
Right. I could definitely agree with that. And we get a bunch of promos that are coming up here. And speaking of promos, did you guys know that if you guys trim the bushes, the trees look taller? It's time to take care of yourself. All right? It's time to get yourself some Manscaped. Now, shout out to a couple people who used the code last week, but we need some more. I know there's some birthdays coming up. It's the summertime. I'm in New York. It's starting to get warm outside.
Yes.
All right? So you know what time it is, fellas. You can't be walking around telling girls, "Welcome to the jungle."
Right.
You got to get rid of this. And the Lawnmower 3.0 is perfect for that. So if you guys go to Manscaped, use our promo code EPW Show, and you guys can save yourselves a little bit of cash, a little bit of scratch in your hands, because that's where it needs to be. So promo code EPW Show, get yourselves the Lawnmower 3.0. They've got boxers, they've got cologne, they got stuff for your feet. Take care of your feet, especially if you wear them slides without socks.
Right. Oh,
Take care of your feet. I don't want to see your dogs barking woof woof out in the streets, all right?
Not at all. Not at all.
So make sure you take care of those. And you know what? Speaking of promos, I got another one for you. If you go to powerslam.tv, use our promo code EPW Show once again, you guys can get 1 month of independent wrestling free on your boys Everything Pro Wrestling. So what are you waiting for? After this is over, go to powerslam.tv, put in EPW Show, and watch some free pro wrestling. Who wouldn't want to watch some pro wrestling for free? That's what this show is about.
I know I would.
You know, like, don't waste time. Get it. Got it?
Good.
Now, let's talk about these promos that we had on Dynamite. So, first up, I believe we had Lance Archer. He had a little bit of a bat promo. He looks like he was hanging out at the tracks in our local Buffalo area. He had Sting's black bat with him, and he was talking about how he used to look up to Sting and how he needed to take the time because he feels like Sting is taking his spotlight, is what I took from this promo.
Right.
I think Archer and Sting are going to have a match.
I would enjoy that because it.
Is Archer flipping too much back and forth, though?
I don't know if he's flipping back and forth. I want to say he didn't really cross the line of being a face. I think he was like there just because there was a mutual agreement as to why he had to do what he had to do to be who he had to be at that time. So I don't think he really changed.
I always feel like people in these characters need to be neutral. Like, let's look at history real quick. Going to the WWE for a second. Don't get mad at me.
Hey.
I feel like when we go into this territory, we need to have it looked at like Randy Orton to me should never be a heel or a face. He should always be neutral. He'll RKO your ass and be the same type of person.
Right.
Kane, I felt the same way about Kane.
Yes.
Never needs to be heel or face. The Big Show. Someone else never needed to be heel or face.
Never.
You're going to pop when Paul White comes out and wrestles his first
not.
match, bro.
No, I'm
he
not.
said he was excited for it. Rob, where's the clip? He said he was excited for it.
No.
I'm going to look this up.
Dude.
You said that.
That was when he was in WWE for what match was that? It was some match. I think that was the only time. Any other time what am I doing?
He's a hater, bro. Don't listen to Derek. Listen to me. He likes it. But I think he fits in that same category as those wrestlers I mentioned before. Lance Archer is meant to be someone I think who just comes in and destroys whoever it is.
Right.
Heels, baby faces. He don't care. Like, you're getting ran over because I'm Lance Archer and I'm going to do what I want.
Right.
That, to me, is the best role for him.
And that's where he should stay. Again, is it going to happen where he changes? Possibly, but hopefully not.
Let me see here. We got a bunch of... I'm scrolling back into the chat before we go through the rest of these promos. Ace World of Terrell having a conversation here. Malik Murray says, I got a question, bro, about Brandy having the baby, Cody turning heel, maybe?
Nah.
We've been talking about this for a long time with Cody. I don't know. We'll get into that once it's time, once we get a little closer to that segment. B-Boy Skyline said the samurai toe cutter. Yeah, you don't want to be sawing off people's ankles walking around. I do want to see MLW enter this war. Hail Contra. Woo! They're not ready for that Jacob Fatu talk, Terrell. Not ready for that yet. Malik is asking about Christian. I can't answer anything about Edge and Christian at this point. They're in two different paths, and I think they're going to end on two different paths.
Yeah.
Let me see. I wonder if this match is going to happen at Double or Nothing, Jesus said. I think so. It's going to be a pay-per-view match. Sting's only wrestling on pay-per-view for the most part. You may get one Dynamite match out of him. One.
Can we get one night of him not being there, though? I mean...
Yeah, I think Sting does have to scale it back a little.
Yeah.
More on that in a moment, because we came close tonight to having that. Tony Schiavone's out next. He's talking to the doctor, Britt Baker, DMD. She drills grills. She talks about her match from last week, bringing up the 87 thumbtacks that went into her back. They must have counted them after the fact. She name drops Mick Foley for talking about her, and she said it took you 20 years to become a hardcore legend, and I did it in one night. Great heel work here by Britt Baker.
I like that.
I like what she did, and then she talked about Thunder Rosa getting her chance or whatever, but she said everyone's going to remember 3 letters, DMD. I like it. I thought Britt Baker did a good job in this promo here. She caught herself multiple times, and I don't know if that was meant to happen where she paused, but her pauses were perfect, and then she caught herself and got right back on track with the promo. I like it. It felt natural.
Yeah. You know what? Britt has given, ever since she's turned heel, she's given a perfect promo, in my opinion. That it hasn't really changed, but that's a good thing because even though it hasn't changed, it's also gotten better in the same aspect. I always, dare I say, I get goosebumps every time I listen.
Go back and watch the original, beginning episodes of this Dynamite review series. Just go back to the dates. They're in the archives. We talk so much shit about Britt Baker. It was in the chats. I'm shutting up now. Britt Baker, you have shut me up.
Yeah.
You have to admit when you're wrong about certain things. Mm-hmm. We were wrong.
Listen, I was definitely wrong.
This is why I'm not letting you talk trash about people anymore, Derek. Give them time because they can get better. They can say,
who am I talking trash about that could get better?
I'm not getting into this with it because they're not around right now for AEW. A said that promo was fire. Jesus said her and Omega had promo of the night. Yeah, they did really good stuff here. Let's get into the Pinnacle. They get the Goldberg knock, And then the guy walks away from the door and they just come walking out. Thought someone was going to headbutt the damn door, acting a fool like Goldberg used to.
Shawn Spears.
Shawn Spears and the butter haircut. Gotta love it.
Oh, God.
Right? The Pinnacle eventually make their way out. Then we see Christian talking to their opponents. Christian's talking to the Varsity Blondes. Dante is back there with them as well. But then while Christian's talking to them, Kaz walks up. And I had fond memories. Rob, I was watching this with him as well. And this brought up a really good point. Kaz was probably the first opponent for Christian in TNA that made Kaz stand out. Because I remember Kaz was kind of like, oh, he's the dude who hangs out with Raven. This is how you know I've been watching wrestling way too long. And he was in the X division, but he had a match with Christian that was so effing good that I was like, yo, this dude's really good. You got to show him some respect. And that made me put him on notice. And Kaz and Christian kind of had this like back and forth about who's better and stuff. Like, are you trying to convince yourself that you outwork everyone? And they really had this good back and forth. And it's setting up to a match between them. And I think Kaz is the perfect first opponent for Christian. If nobody's ever seen these guys work, I think we're going to see some tremendous chemistry between them.
Actually, this was, I want to say, my second favorite promo. Even though it wasn't really considered a promo, I guess, because this was just banter between two wrestlers in the back who obviously have history with each other, but I'm excited to see it because I didn't watch TNA at that time, so I can't really say.
Did you ever watch TNA?
I did not.
All right. Just
well, no, once.
Oh, once.
Once. We watched it.
You were forced.
I wasn't forced. I agreed to watch that.
Ask Derek to watch New Japan next. Tell him wake up at 4 a.m.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, see? Here we go. But we're leading to Christian versus Kaz. I think this is going to be something good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great.
And Terrell definitely made me laugh before when you were talking about the Monday Night Raw reference Frankie had about you working Monday night.
Oh.
Peep it. So, here we go. We get the Pinnacle, FTR and Shawn Spears versus Dante Martin and the Varsity Blondes here. I think Dante Martin's a tremendous talent. By the way, if you don't know, I interviewed the man who does Top Flight's theme, Rated R. Big shout out to you, homie. He does the theme for them. I'm glad they came out to that theme. Also, always good to see Griff Garrison and Pillman Jr. Griff Garrison in this match. By the way, I don't have any notes on the matches tonight. I sucked. Like, there wasn't anything to really write home about. But no. Griff Garrison hit a nice-ass spear in this match, like on two people. I think it was on FTR. Like, he just took them out. Griff Garrison was amazing. Like, I like what he did tonight. He's really growing on me.
Someone put some DW40 in that man's joints.
Peace. B-Boy Skyline said, Derek, you watch you New Japan and respect the queen.
Never.
Simp. Christian and Kaz bring their classic matches to AEW, hopefully. What's going on, Skyline? I appreciate you. Hopefully you have fun roller skating. See? That's a little bit of a behind the scenes shoot.
I haven't roller skated in a minute. It's been a long time.
You can go there, roller skate, watch some Impact, some New Japan.
I'm not watching Impact.
No changing people. This is what I'm talking about. No integrity.
I gave it a chance when we watched the pay-per-view.
He just shows up here and just talks wrestling that he sees, and then he won't give anything else a chance. I don't know why he's on this show. Hey, Zeus, give me the button to get this guy out of here.
Not happening.
So, we go back and forth with this matchup. I thought FTR looked great here, but they always do. Like, I don't even know what else I could say about Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood that hasn't been said. Shawn Spears, I actually thought Shawn Spears shined in this match.
He did. I like the energy that he had, the veracity that he showed. Like, it showed like he had a purpose in being there.
Better than before, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
I keep telling people, look, you want to know what Shawn Spears' role is in this group? He's the guy who's going to take the pinfalls before you get to MJF. He's going to help the other people. He's going to be the dude that pisses you off, too, because he's going to cost people matches against everybody.
Right.
Because he's playing the role of, I don't know what's the best way to put it. Maybe I'll say Barry Windham. He's playing that role. He's the guy that's going to take the L before you get to the bigger guy, right. MJF. And I'm okay with that. And tonight, FTR threw someone up. He catches them on their shoulders. I believe it was Dante. And hits them with a nasty-looking Death Valley driver. And that is the Shawn Spears I wanted to see.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. He gets the win. And the Pinnacle want the mic. They crammed. Listen, if this was a 5-pound bag, they crammed 10 pounds of shit into the show tonight.
Yes.
Like, I'm probably halfway through, not even, almost halfway through, and look at how many promos I said we've heard. So afterwards, they come out, and Cash says the Pinnacle is family, and they basically put over that this group is united. We are one. We know what the sole purpose is. And MJF makes fun of Chris Jericho. He listens to Cornette's podcast and just runs with it. He says, you're not breaking anything down but the chairs you're sitting on these days. Talks all this shit about Chris Jericho.
Well, you're not breaking any walls down.
Yeah, that's true. He did say that, and then he brought up the chair thing, though, and I was just like, why are we talking about Jericho's weight like this? MJF says that they plan to have all the gold, and they walk away because they're pricks. And it works, man. It works. We'll see what happens with it.
I almost kind of get like a...
Tonight was promo night.
it was promo night.
And everyone knows Shawn Spears' butter said in the chat. Hey, guys.
Right. Hey, what do we do? I almost get like a mafia kind of feeling from the Pinnacle.
Maybe, yeah.
I almost get like a mafia kind of feel.
They probably got that. Remember when MJF had the tank top on that was all white with the blood on it? That's probably where they got it from, truthfully.
Right. Yeah, honestly, I'm excited to see where this group goes.
MJF might take someone to Hell's Kitchen. You know how it gets down out there. White shoes with the white belt.
Right.
It's going down. Watch Mafia movies if you don't know what I'm talking about. Right. Afterwards, we get Team Taz. They say everything is fine. This is the everything is fine with Team Taz promo. Everybody's back there, got their arms folded like Derek. Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
And then we get to Cage. And Cage doesn't say much. He didn't say he was good.
Nope.
He ends up hitting him. I can't remember the line he said that's like a Taz line. And nothing happened, really.
Yeah. I can't think of it, but this is where I'm the one who's always calling the shots here as to the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end.
For Cage, I think.
For Cage, yes. Yeah, for Cage, definitely. He's going to start venturing out on his own, which is something I want to see because I'm not saying that they're holding him back, but for me, you know, you've seen him. I haven't really seen him wrestle one-on-one by himself. So
if you watched Impact, you would have.
Not doing it.
Okay.
Not doing it.
I'm just saying, him and Johnny Mundo had some, or Johnny Impact, sorry.
Johnny Mundo.
John Morrison was nice there. They had some really good matches, though, truthfully speaking. Like, really, really good. But I think this man has the opportunity to be a single star. Like, yes. I really, really do. And Cage, the time may be now for it. It's just putting it on the back burner. Let him feud. And I think Hobbs could carry the group as the powerhouse still.
I think let Hobbs be the powerhouse of the group, definitely. Give him something more to do.
Sorry, no pun intended either when I said that, truthfully. I just thought about that.
Let him do his thing, because, I mean, we haven't really seen him since he...
And Ricky doesn't need a mouthpiece. Like, it's in a weird spot.
Ricky.
Damn it.
Spanish.
Ricky Ticky Tabby, yes. Let me see here. We got Pinnacle. Jesus said you like the theme of the Pinnacle. I couldn't really hear it, Jesus. AEW doesn't do a good job with, like, you really feeling their music when you first hear it. It's one of those, I gotta put it on the headphones and I gotta listen to it myself.
Listen, can we get Orange Cassidy's theme?
You gotta talk to Ruckus about that.
Like, come on, dude.
Give him a tweet, bro. Maybe he just hasn't forgot.
Oh my god. So waiting on that for what? Like 3 months now? Longer than that?
It's been a while. It's been a bit.
God.
Tokyo Rocker said Kane's in the Hall of Fame, so everybody's getting chokeslam. The mayor is gonna chokeslam somebody. I hope they find somebody to replace Cage, but I wonder who. Maybe it's somebody who we haven't seen yet. Nightmare Factory's got a lot of people down there, and I think they might find someone for Hook to team up with too. Because Hook, well, we don't know what he can do yet, and maybe he's gonna be in a tag team to start. We don't know. They have options. See, I don't casting judgment, and then when Hook's really good, and he has that breakout match. Oh man, I didn't know. Just like the Britt Baker, there's gonna be no excuse for this. None. Ace World said Cage goes solo. AEW's terrible with the music. Rockstar said, I like the themes. I just can't hear them as well.
Yeah, we want to hear something. Like, music in the background is not.
I just think the volume for the commentary is louder than the music sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're listening.
But Cody says he has it like that on purpose, so you can feel the energy of the crowd. I get it. They're trying to be different than the other companies.
Well, I mean, yes, I can see that, but at this given moment, you don't really have a crowd where you can feel all that. So I mean, you got to give a little to get a little. Let's get some of the themes going. Like you have the ones where you can clearly hear them, and then you have the ones that you can't.
Maybe they're looking for the bangers. I don't know. Let's get into QT Marshall, shall we? QT is being interviewed, and he's kind of blaming Cody for a lot of shit. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
He's tired of being the gopher. What does that mean? Go for some coffee.
Iron
Go for some water.
Iron in the shirts.
Why are my socks not creased? He's tired of being the gopher for Cody. So he says he wants out of Cody's shadow. He challenges Cody next week to an exhibition match. I said the wrong thing there. An exhibition match. Out comes Cody. Cody's arm is jiggity jack because of Penta. It's not broken per se. At least that's the excuse I'm using, because he says he's going to wrestle him next week. But Cody says that he's not going to hit him with the figure four. He's not going to hit him with the crossroads. Cody is basically big leaguing this dude on the low. Disrespect. There's nothing worse you could do than big league somebody.
Yeah. When you start doing that, then that's like what they used to do back in like the old Western times.
A duel?
Nah, not even that, bro. Go clean out the spit joint. What was that?
A little tobacco joint.
A little tobacco joint.
The thing with the ping
ping. Like that's basically what he's doing. Like, yo, go clean that out before you talk mess to me.
Well, Cody says Arn's gonna be the referee. Arn's about to be sweating bullets up in that ring.
Slow motion counts.
Arn might be moving. You never know. Maybe we'll see a slide.
Maybe, but he may not get back up after that, though.
Damn it, Cody! You're supposed to win with that. Arn's gonna be the referee. I get it, the whole Nightmare Family thing, and Cody basically tried to make it seem like you respected him, but you disrespected that man, Cody. So QT, you better go out there and try and whoop some ass. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Definitely.
Let me see here. And if you guys have not seen QT be heel, go to Sammy's vlogs. I'm telling you, Sammy Guevara, I'm putting you over, bro. Send me some people over here.
Right.
QT Marshall, I really think as a heel is going to work out much better for him. He's perfect at playing that role. Just watch the vlog and you'll know what I'm talking about. Rob says QT and Scorpio should have a match for the right to be the King of Dark because that's all they're both ever on. Shaking my head. Not everybody can get prime time. That's all I can say. Malik Murray, he says he's got a question. There's nothing for Cody to do. I think he'll be great as a heel. Bring back the black hair, cheat to win the AEW Championship. But he can't challenge for it. They have to come up with a clever way to get out of that shit if they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen? Maybe. Jesus said Hobbs on Sammy's vlog. I know he watches.
I mean, if you really think about it, though, I mean, Cody said he would never challenge for it.
Oh, you gonna use the Cody Rhodes? Get out of here, bro. Weak.
I'm just saying, he said he would never challenge for it. So somebody who may say, you know what, Cody, I done beat everybody here. Why don't you take a shot? See if you could beat me.
Doo-doo. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe that's what'll happen. I don't know. What question do you have here? Oh, Rob said, what's the question? It was more of a statement, I guess. More of a statement. Even though he wrote, I got a question. We'll let it rock, though. Malik's my man, so we'll let it rock. Let's get into the next match, Derek, because holy smokes, we went through a lot of stuff. And like I said, very promo heavy tonight.
Very, very.
Fourth match on the card, we've got Pentagon, Phoenix, and Laredo Kid taking the place of Pac tonight because Pac supposedly hurt his ankle, taking on the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler. First off, my apologies to messing up Alex Abrahante's name last week. He works for like QVC and stuff like that. But this man takes way too much joy in translating for Pentagon, I think. This dude has way too much happiness in his soul. Like, I'm waiting for Pentagon to say something in Spanish that he's just going to go on for like 20 minutes. And he said that your mother stinks so bad. I'm just waiting for the dude to like say stuff like that. He has way too much happiness. But he knows what he's doing. I don't know. Maybe I feel like he shouldn't have did that. But now I feel like he may be playing the role of manager. I don't know. I'm willing to rock with it.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with him. This was a fun match, bro. Brian Williams. Shout out to you, my homie. Brian Williams, someone who we've had on the podcast before. He's busy making the AEW video game right now, so I can't really bother Brian to be on here too often. But, Brian, if you are listening, this type of shit is what we want in the game.
Yes.
I want to see the crazy moves that were done by Laredo Kid, Phoenix. Pentagon looked good tonight. Pentagon was feeling froggy, bro.
Pentagon was on his game. He was on his game.
I'm not even gonna front. Matt Jackson was even on his game tonight.
He was.
I think Matt turns it on for who he wants to. Like, he's like,
yes.
Yo, all right, we got to work tonight. Here we go. Really fun. Really fun. I thought even Brandon Cutler, he was solid.
Yeah. Surprisingly, this was very unexpected. And as you all know, I'm not big on 6-man tags. I probably still never will be, but this was a pleasant surprise to see. But it had the right people in it.
Trios titles.
Not happening, bro. I don't want to see that.
Listen, if you had to choose between, let me finish this segment out. I'm gonna give you some time to think about this.
Okay.
Would you rather have, and same goes for the chat, Trios titles or AEW Women's Tag Team titles? Ponder that as I finish this. It's not gonna be that long. Just think about that for a second. Honestly, I was debating with myself, going back and forth on what I would want. So Laredo Kid hits Cutler with a Spanish fly. Bro, I couldn't even tell you the train wreck that happened before this. All I know was that there was that Esca, I don't even know what it's called, the Escadella whatever Nick Jackson always does. I usually scream before he hits it, and I'm like, oh shit, that was crazy. Phoenix takes the nastiest DDT I've ever seen off of the apron, and then Brandon Cutler gets hit with a Spanish fly to lose the match for the team. We know why he was there, let's be honest. Exactly. So Brandon Cutler takes the L for the team. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega immediately comes out like, what the hell's Kenny Omega doing here? Right. With the big AEW Championship, just cracks Laredo Kid across the head with it. He had a feud with him in AAA, if you guys didn't know, at Triple Mania and stuff. Cracks Laredo Kid across the head, and he is going to work, like, beating him up. And they're like, what are you doing, Kenny? Right. The Young Bucks and Kenny have not been seeing eye to eye with the Good Brothers, and everything that's just been going on has been a mess. And the Young Bucks are out there. Kenny Omega gets on the microphone. And he's like, put him up. Come on. Put him up. Hard camera. Show me you're down with me. Because he was upset that they picked Brandon Cutler over him. And look, for once, I'm not mad at Kenny. I'd be like, yo, bro, we fought these dudes before, and it was us three. Right. What is this shit?
That's very true. Very true.
You picked Brandon Cutler over me? He's like, throw him up. It's now or never. Are you with me or are you against me? The Bucks walk out. That was the next sound you heard because the Lucha Bros super kicked Kenny Omega's lip off. They were like, you son of a bitch. You came out here and did this. I respected that. That's what they needed to do. Yeah. I don't care if he's the world champion. Yeah. Like, you son of a bitch. You came out here and did this to me. How could you?
Right, exactly.
Kenny Omega's lip actually got busted open on that. And they eventually take off afterwards. And then the Good Brothers come out. I don't know where these dudes are. They're like, I'm here.
Right.
I'm coming.
And they didn't even run out there. They just kind of waltzed out there a little bit.
Yeah, looking like they just got done tanning or some shit. Like, what are you two doing? I'm here. Get out of here.
Oh, God.
So we see all that. The Young Bucks have left Kenny. I don't know. The Elite is in shambles, man. They're just done.
Yeah. But what will save them is the unraveling of Don Callis.
Are you thinking long term?
Long term, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, long term.
I don't know what happens with the Bucks and Kenny. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what happens.
I want to see the feud. I want to see a feud.
We'll see. Tokyo Rockstar said this was a good match. Ace is throwing up Laredo Kid in the chat. Jesus said, I was thinking maybe AEW get tag another AEW tag belt since they got a lot of tag teams. They got a lot of factions and stables and trios too, though. They got a lot. The Best Friends in Orange.
Yeah.
Death Triangle.
Yeah.
You got a FTR and Spears. You could do a tournament for a 6-man tag. I promise you, it'll be good.
You could. You definitely could.
Let me see here, bro. I'm telling you, Kenny is turning on the Young Bucks. He's going to cost them the tag titles because he's got the Good Brothers. Perhaps. I don't know who takes the belts off of them either.
Death Triangle.
So you think it's going to be Phoenix and Pac when it's
Yes,
time?
I think it's too early for FTR
I don't think
to
so.
do it.
I don't think it's going to be FTR either. I think now, I'm starting to think it's going to be Moxley and Kingston. That's just me.
Okay.
That's how I see it right now. They most likely were checking. I'm going to just say J.O. Jesus because I don't want my video to get demonetized. J.O. like they do on BTE. Terrible. No laughing at that. Yeah. We'll see. Some people, I don't know. So I've given you your time, sir. Trios titles or women's tag titles? What do you want? He still don't know. See, he wasn't thinking about it.
I guess a trios.
See, B-Boy said trios belts too.
I guess.
Well, you kind of need something though for Evilise and Diamante and them to do too. I don't know.
But are they here enough to to consider that? Are there even the women Are there even women in this division really tagging with each other to begin with?
Permanent basis, not yet.
That's what I'm saying. So I guess a 6-man tag. If you decide to add the women's titles, 6-man tag will come first.
Okay.
Just because there's not really any female wrestlers who are really tagging with each other.
So you want to see more established teams before they get tag belts? I can respect it.
Yeah, if you do the women's tag belts or the 6-man tags, there needs to be established teams before you do it.
Rob says, sorry, but the Good Brothers are not connecting outside of Japan for him. Ace World said the Good Brothers are still crying over losing the Impact tag titles to Finn Juice. Also, I will always simp for the Queen.
You have yet to tell me why this girl is that good.
I'm going to have you handle that offline, but definitely record it so I can hear this stuff because I want to laugh. Jay Cargill gets a promo here, just showing off the muscles and everything else. I'm impressed by the physique she has. I want to see more of what she can do. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
We get a new television series that's going to be happening on TNT. It's Rhodes to the Top, but Rhodes is spelled Rhodes for Cody Rhodes,
if you will.
Mac Dream. Cody Rhodes to the Top reality series. We're going to need ratings comparisons to that and Miz and Mrs. every single week. Oh so God. Everybody get ready. Oh no, Miz and Mrs. was higher than that. Who gives a shit? Enjoy wrestling. All right, people. Don't get too caught up in all that shit.
Please don't.
Next, we get Eddie Kingston and Moxley talking about Payback. They start talking about Kingston's broken ankle, foot. Something's broken, he says. Moxley smacking it with stuff, like with remote controls. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like I said, these two look like they're going to be a team, though, coming up. I really think they're going to go after the tag titles.
I can see it. I don't know if I can see it right now though, because
they're going to be a tough team to beat too.
They would definitely be a tough team to beat. I feel like they don't go for it right now because they don't really have a feud with anybody who has
the Good Brothers are who they're feuding with. Right, they're connected to the Bucks. That's why I'm like, oh, they might really rise up quickly.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe. Let me see. Why did Kenny have a meh promo on Impact last night? I don't know. Ask Kenny. I thought it was okay for what it was. It was just what it was. Kenny's best line was a Street Fighter quote. Yes, the M. Bison quote was great. Total Rhodes, I think they are doing this to get more females to watch Dynamite. Maybe it'll be a hit with them. Maybe the guys like it. I don't know. Never seen it. Let's go to Tay Conti. Is it Ty? Excuse me, Ty.
I think it's Ty Conti.
I'm supposed to say Ty. I remember -1 would yell at me right now. I apologize, good sir. Ty Conti versus Nyla Rose. Solid match here. Yes. I have no complaints about this. Ty wins with a great DDT on Nyla. Yo, Nyla Rose was selling in this match for her. Like, props to Nyla Rose. Like, much respect to her for how she sold. That DDT looked great.
It really did.
Bro, I thought Jake the Snake did that shit. Great sell, Nyla. I have no complaints about that. Great DDT. She gets the win. Made her look like $1 million. After the match, though, Vicky Guerrero, all I hear is him and Rob talking. They're like, what the hell's Vicky doing? She's on the apron grabbing her foot, and then they just proceed to whoop that ass.
Right.
But here comes Sheeta. Sheeta's out with the kendo stick, cracks that bad boy across Nyla Rose's back, and she's going to work. But then here comes the Bunny. Shout out to Buffalo Kids. The Bunny comes out, and the Bunny starts putting the beat down on Sheeta.
Yeah.
And Matt Hardy comes out, and he says that this whole AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament was a farce. It was a joke because the Bunny was never even entered in it.
Yep.
Touche, Matthew. Touche.
Could see that.
We find out his new group is called HFO, the Hardy Family Office. So that'll be Matt Hardy, Private Party, the Butcher, and the motherfucking Blade, and the Bunny. Shout out to Solid Monster for that too, by the way. I gotta give him credit every time I do that because that shit made me laugh. But it's a wonderful thing, I think.
It is.
I can't really complain at all about this group, this pairing. I hope it leads to some wins for the Butcher and the Blade.
I would like
Gotta
to
get
see
them
them
rolling.
more. I would like to see more of them. Like, not because they're from Buffalo. I when you add people to your roster, I just want to see them wrestle.
Honestly, though, for me, looking at you as a fan, you're more intrigued by the darker characters, I think.
Yes.
So that's probably why you want to see them more.
Yeah. Just because it adds dynamic. For me, the darker characters add dynamic to what wrestling is. It's nice to have the heels, but when you have the darker characters that are the heels, they tend to do. They tend to go out more and do things that you would not expect a heel to do. Like, you would expect a heel to do what they normally do, but the darker wrestlers do
Menacing. They take it to that next level.
Yeah, they take it to that next level of being like the actual heel. So that's why I gravitated toward the Butcher and the Blade, Bray Wyatt, all that kind of stuff.
Gangrel.
Hey.
Fanging and banging. Peace, bro. Jesus said, yeah, we need more Butcher and the Blade, especially when they had good matches with the Young Bucks, QT, and Dustin.
Yes.
Yeah, Butcher and Blade have shown up every time they needed to so far. Like I said, would not surprise me if you ever see somebody win the tag titles and it surprises you. Butcher and the Blade are my team to let them get the surprise.
Yes. Real quick, though, I feel like Nyla Rose is getting pushed back.
I think it's just they're going in circles right now because Nyla really... So in the beginning you had Rio and Nyla were the main focuses. And then it went to Sheeta, but then they really couldn't keep going back to Sheeta and Nyla over and over again. That's a problem. They put on good matches too, but Nyla can't keep wrestling those same two people.
Right. That's true.
She's stuck in a kind of crappy pattern right now.
She needs to get rid of Vicky. Vicky needs to work with somebody else.
Perhaps. I never had an issue with Nyla's promo ability. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm here for the ride. That's all I can say. Nyla's still putting on good matches. I'm going to trust the process right now. 76er style. Trust the process. And hopefully things get better from this.
There is no process in the 76er style.
Next week on AEW Dynamite, we are going to have ourselves a little arcade anarchy. We're going to finally get that tag match with Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy. Nice reference to Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. tonight. They're going to be taking on Miro and Kip Sabian. Someone's head's going through video games. Dear God, I hope they're not cardboard again.
Yeah, please don't do that.
We also will have Sheeta and Tay Conti versus the Bunny and Nyla Rose. Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers are taking on the Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid. That should be a banger. Cody versus QT Marshall with Arn as the referee. Sweat is going to be everywhere in that one.
Ton of it.
Christian versus Kaz next week. And then we get a promo for Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky, as Rob said, the king of AEW Dark. He's going to be taking on Mike Sydal, who is Matt Sydal's brother. And I think this is going to be a great launching point to give Scorpio Sky his singles push now as a heel.
Yes, and I'm giving that sleeper match of the night.
On Elevation? It's going to be on Dark Elevation. I think that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even consider it a sleeper. I think it's going to be a banger no matter what. Mike Sydal, I've seen some stuff from him. He's good. Let's see what Scorpio brings out of him.
Right.
It's main event time. This one, I've been waiting to talk about. TNT Championship tonight. John Silver with the Dark Order versus Darby Allin. Darby Allin threw out an open challenge to any member of the Dark Order, and everybody voted for Silver to get the shot. Because Johnny Hungee. Yeah, so did I really just see reach for the sky? I just thought of Toy Story when I read that. But yes. TNT Championship. John Silver looked really, really good in this match.
Yes. He was very aggressive and on the offensive a lot.
Is he... Dare I ask you this question? Has he outgrown the tag team with Reynolds? Silver and Reynolds?
Yes.
Or, really?
Yes.
Do you think he'll last by himself, though?
Yes.
With the discrepancy in the height and everything else?
I think he will.
I like it.
Because
and to me, height and all that doesn't matter. But I'm wondering how it's viewed in AEW. Will he get... You know, in some other places, they may say, like, this dude's too short. He doesn't weigh enough.
But then again, can you say that? Can you really say that? Because then we look at Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio is the exception, I think, because of how great he was.
Right, but can you really keep it that way, though? Can you just keep it as Rey Mysterio being the exception? Nobody else can do it.
Oh, Jesus said this was match of the night for him. Yeah, this is tough, bro. This was a really tough match here. I think Silver could go out on his own. I don't want him to leave Reynolds yet, though, because I think they're such a great tag team, too.
They are. I think it's...
The problem is Reynolds gets left by himself, and what's there to do with Reynolds?
Right.
We got to figure out a way... But Silver's over. It's just a tough spot. I'm sorry. I'm going into the Booker part. Let's get into the matchup here. Darby Allin, we know what he does. Darby Allin's great.
Yes.
John Silver impressed in this match, like we said. Sting eventually makes his way out after, Five got jacked up in this match, bro. They were doing Five dirty.
Yeah, Five got messed up in that.
Darby Allin dove to the outside, almost like destroyed this young man.
Yeah, oh my God.
Like he took out Five. Here comes Sting because he thought maybe were going to interfere. Dark Order didn't, but it was kind of like, hey, I'm watching you, keep the peace.
Right.
We almost had a Stingless show.
Almost.
This close. And then and that's not the problem. You don't need Sting there every week. It's just all my point. If I see Sting, we're going to get an announcement from Sting. Cut the shit. All right? He's not going to talk.
He's not talking because somebody is going to come out and interrupt. And that's that.
Honestly, that's every interview promo.
It has been. It really has been.
It doesn't matter who it is. I'm saying every promo gets interrupted. But Sting's out there. He's watching. He's got the bat in his hand. We see a lot of near falls for Silver. Bro, there was one where he did like the victory roll.
Yes.
Bro, all I said was he had him. I was like, just hook the tights. And you had it. Silver doesn't do that because he's a babyface now. Even from the top rope, he did that like spinning turn. Like it was a torture rack into a power bomb.
What does he call that?
I don't know, bro. But
I needed Excalibur on that, and I didn't hear him call it.
I didn't do my homework for this one.
This Excalibur, all credit, bro, because I don't know how you know all these moves.
He said he used to watch a lot of like Japanese wrestling in the 90s.
Bullshit.
Hey, bro, listen. When you got it like that, you got it. He does like a torture rack bomb, bro, for a near fall, but Darby gets his foot on the ropes.
Well, no, he didn't do it himself.
Who? Silver put him on there?
Silver rolled him up too far.
Maybe. Listen, I don't know what that was supposed to be, but he gets his foot on the rope in the non-ankle supporting boots, it looked like.
Skater shoes, bro.
Eventually, Silver makes the classic mistake. He gets caught with a code red, and he is stacked on the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. And that's what happens when you're the meat man. You get caught because you got too much muscle.
Right.
Silver takes the L, but he does give a pound to Darby Allin. And things are looking good until Matt Hardy grabs Darby by his legs and starts trying to fight him. And then all of a sudden, or did he grab Silver?
No, he grabbed Darby.
Whatever. All I know is Darby eventually got launched out onto him, and I thought Matt Hardy broke his leg. Like,
dude, the way that he dropped to the floor, oh my God, I thought he died.
Matt Hardy will not die. fun. Matt Hardy took the dive. Boom. He goes down. This was fun, though. Like, he goes down, and then all of a sudden, like, chaos breaks out. Ty Conti's friends with everybody in the Dark Order. I think she's basically part of the Dark Order at this point.
You might. She's an unspoken member of them.
She comes out. Here comes the Bunny, who's with Matt Hardy, so that they're ready to beef. Private Party's coming out. Sting is choking them with the bat. Like, sit down. Sit your ass down, too. They're going out. It just turns into a brawl, and that's how Dynamite goes off the air at 10:01. They went a little over here, but...
Hey. It is what it is.
Jesus said we're going to see Matt Hardy versus Darby for the TNT title soon. I'm down.
I would like to see that. I think that'd be good.
Battle of the Code Reds. Matt Hardy was the first one I think I saw. No, he got hit with the Code Red, I believe, by Trevor Murdoch first. But let it rock, bro. Yeah. Just let it happen. It'll be a fun matchup. With that, though, Dynamite, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Give it a thumbs up.
Passable. It was like I said, average show.
It was there to be there. It wasn't meant to do anything big.
Out of all the Dynamites, this is sprinkled in the middle somewhere.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ho-hum show. We're building towards. We're at the beginning stages of building towards Double or Nothing.
Right.
A wait and see approach. Live chat. Tell me what you guys thought of the show tonight. I don't know. Give me a letter grade out of 10, 5 stars. Give me something what you thought of the show. We'll read some of these and then we'll get out of here. Jesus gave it a thumbs up. Rob says 6.5 out of 10. Not bad. I'm not mad at that.
I think that's fair. Fair.
I would go 7, I think, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. I can respect that. While we're waiting for people to chime in with some responses here, we are going to try to have some coverage for you guys for WrestleMania. I'm going to do my best to get some coverage going for that. B-Boy Skyline said, good show. It was a layer show. I think a lot of this stuff's going to come back to what the card they're building towards is.
Yeah.
We will have some WrestleMania coverage. I know a lot of people are like, you've only covered AEW Dynamite on here. You said you were going to do other stuff. It's coming. I'm trying to plan the days because I heard rumors NXT's moving to Tuesdays. WTF. I don't have time to be watching all this and trying to podcast it. But we're going to try and get a podcast. I'm thinking it's going to be Tuesday or Thursday. I'll try and do maybe like some little short talkings about what's going on in wrestling from different places. Maybe we'll stream a video game sometimes. We'll see. I'm trying to work on one more day to add during the week. Pay-per-view reviews are still on hold on the weekends. I can't do them right now at the current moment unless I have some way to do them. If I do, I will come on here and I'll do a review. Like I said, I'm probably going to review WrestleMania. I think I'll be able to do that. So WrestleMania is a 9-day week. Yeah, wild. Super wild. I will try to review that TakeOver show for you guys as well.
God, that's going to be...
it's unnecessary.
That's going to be horrible.
Derek will have you covered for all of the Monday Night Raw action. He will be doing a live stream, staying up, talking to you guys.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Lying.
I'll do it.
Demonetized. What happened? This show sucks. We'll be talking crazy.
Hey.
What's the update on the wall decor? EPW Batcave needs some love. Yeah. I moved into the old room so you guys didn't have the echo this week. We were let down by the people who shall not be named who were supposed to take care of some stuff. Didn't happen that way.
Yep.
But we're working on it. Plain wall. I know. New paint, though. Fresh coat of paint.
There you go. Fresh.
So we'll be working on that. We'll work on some wall decor. Computer. I'll have a computer back tomorrow. So we're going to be good on this.
It's time.
We need you on the Photoshop.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, he says that, and then I get nothing.
I got you.
But listen, guys, I appreciate all of you. The show's really about you guys, and you guys tune in every week for the Dynamite streams. I love it. I know sometimes we have 5 people here. Sometimes there's 10. Sometimes there's 30. I don't care. You guys are the best, so thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Would love to have you guys come on in and talk some more. Bring up some stuff. I want to hear your thoughts on WrestleMania because we'll probably do a preview and prediction show for that. I don't know if it'll be with Derek, Rob, or someone else, but I will try to get you some WrestleMania predictions coming up for night 1 and night 2. We got a lot of work to do. So we're going to end this stream here. Thank you guys so much for helping out. I appreciate all of you. For myself, this one, we are out. Thank you so much. Peace.